With Conor McGregor's latest win, the Irishman reconfirmed his position as the biggest name in the sport. There is simply no one in MMA who can draw attention the way McGregor can. But while the notorious one may be number one by a good margin, he is far from the first fighter in such a powerful position. In the 1920s, the Manasseh Mauler, Jack Dempsey, was the heavyweight champion of the world and the biggest draw in boxing history. In 1921, 91,000 people packed into a Jersey City stadium to watch Dempsey fight Georges Carpentier. It was the first $1 million gate ever. Then in 1927, Dempsey rematched Gene Tunney, the man who had taken Dempsey's title. The infamous long count fight became the first bout to draw more than $2 million at the gate. After Dempsey, heavyweight champion Joe Louis captured the public imagination. The longest reigning heavyweight champion in history, Louis became an inspirational figure for Americans during the Second World War. His rematch with German Max Schmeling, unfairly promoted as the Nazi champion, became a symbol of the Allied struggle against Germany. To the delight of 70,000 spectators, Louis destroyed Schmeling in 2 minutes. The man who laid the groundwork for Conor's public profile was Muhammad Ali, arguably the single most significant sportsman in history. A true Da Vinci of trash talk and a Coltrane with the gloves, Ali was as much a part of the fabric of the 60s and 70s social and political history as he was boxing. Conor is a big name, but Ali changed the world. McGregor's fast rise and even faster victories have been impressive, but Mike Tyson's were more so. The man they called Iron won his first title in his 28th fight, but it took less than 2 years. That record-setting run included a ridiculous 15 first-round finishes, 9 of them in under a minute. When it comes to sheer financial reward and power, it is unlikely that anyone will match Floyd Mayweather for years to come. His profile is so big that fighters are still calling him out 2.5 years after he retired. Given that he is responsible for the 4 biggest pay-per-view events in fight sports history, it makes sense. As the A side, Mayweather can offer an opponent peanuts to fight him, and that opponent would still make more money than they ever had before. And Conor McGregor may be a crossover celebrity in the UFC, but that trail was blazed by Ronda Rousey. Rowdy was already a champion when McGregor debuted with the UFC, and as he was making his attention-grabbing run to his first title, Rousey was redefining what a UFC star could be. She was on the cover of magazines, on red carpets, and the call sheets of Hollywood films. She was the most recognizable face in the promotion for years, and when she crossed over to professional wrestling, she brought legions of fans with her. Conor McGregor is currently making his mark on the history books and has a few massive moments ahead of him. And when he walks away from the sport, it will forever be known as the McGregor era.
Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.